everyone. I'm Larry Ridley.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now Heineke. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Here we go now. Green, 35.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Back to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4". They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 88 yards.
And they've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
And that was a nice play by the defense, and it is tough to be an offensive lineman nowadays, especially if you're dealing with how the defensive tackles have evolved. Their quickness, their agility, their speed has changed the big guys in the middle, the center, and the offensive guards. Formerly, they were just power players. Now they have to be light on their feet as well to keep up with the speed of the defensive players.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture of the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season, as this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, oh, there's like three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 9 catches, 71 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
Now back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. They worked very well there for a 1st down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Old school defensive tackle play dictated just stood up and danced with the guy in front of you. And if a guy came near, tackle him. New school, you don't want to just dance. You want to get past him, get upfield, and make the play in the backfield. A big-time play there.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And our statistician, Ben Ramsauer, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss only in the 1st quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now because what you're hearing is, can someone please block him? Come up with a scheme. Come up with something. Make sure you block him because he's disrupting everything.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded just inside the 20. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. The numbers for Hogan from a week ago: 18 carries, 57 yards.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll be 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You know, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field.
And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
They'll drop the throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 7-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. But they've got a 3rd and inches coming up, trying to keep the chains moving. Now a handoff here to his running back. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And now a high kick, but he hit it straight up. The dive unsuccessful. The big fella can't pick it up.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Here we go. Green, 39.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
This defensive unit runs 3rd in the NFL against the run, and I love what they're doing. Plugging up everything inside, hard to make way, and then they can run to the perimeter and shut you down that way as well.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But there's almost no doubt about the play call there on 3rd down and long. You figure they're going to throw the football. I've got to give a little credit to the offense for taking a little bit of a chance there, running the draw, hoping to catch them off guard, but the defense was ready.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field.
And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number one path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Looking to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Throw now on first down, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
play action. They'll throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved.
False start, offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. First down, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a pickup of 7. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Third and long, they'll look to throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll set up a throw, and he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said, have that knack, and they're trying to keep them away from the action, away from the ball. But the best ones have that overwhelming desire, that overwhelming need to get to the football and make it happen. And that he does.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this one's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. That'll bring up second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They're going to look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
No, check.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Man open right side, it's Rodgers. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Now Heineke. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Steelers are happy to be sitting in the locker room with a lead. The Chiefs won't panic either. They know they just need to take it one play at a time. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Steelers opening drive. Rodgers able to get open here, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to their own 46-yard line. Steelers have it later on the drive. Heineke's on point with the throw, and 54 yards later, he's going in for the score. Steelers on offense. First quarter winding down. Means is able to zero in on the QB here. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. Now midway through the second, Heineke's going to complete a pass into coverage, and this goes 76 yards for the score. As they move out in front, 14-0. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. Let's get back up to Pittsburgh as we hand it back over to Brandon Guy.
It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, 30, the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Throwing here on first down. And he's got some space here. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a second down. So second down, 3 yards to go now.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Webster. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
The Steelers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. Green.
They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Pretty heavy traffic over the middle on that one, and somehow he emerged with the football. Way to possess it despite all the extra contact and people around him.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
The Chiefs on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll drop the throw. And he's got room. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 7 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Webster. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Every now and then when we see a really good run, we really tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did, what the receivers did to help. Sometimes the running back's pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of good yardage and made it happen with great effort. It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
False start, offense.
So that one will be accepted. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there, 17 yards. Elsewhere around the NFL, third quarter now in Los Angeles. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And for the defense, their third sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Let's go. Green, 39.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be fourth down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Let's go. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go. Boom,
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
2nd down following the run. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a miss on his first attempt, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
I know this has surprised you a little bit, Brandon, but you know kickers can be a fragile breed sometimes. You got to wonder what's going through his mind, but he didn't let that first miss impact him one bit.
Hey, I kicked back at Harrison High School. Are you calling my ilk soft? That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 36. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
They go play action here on first down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Gets to him again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Able to push his way through. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, the team with the ball, guess what?
going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness. You've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And it's up and good. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2nd down now after the pass completion. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He can't get him down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. 2nd down now after the incompletion. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off inside the 10. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here where you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
When the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there, it doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
3rd down and 8 now. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Steelers, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they wanted desperately to finish at 500, but that won't happen, as it'll be a 7-9 season in the end. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.